Hi, this is Jen Schaefer. Thank you for joining me as I continue on with my planner series. This week I'm continuing using my Erin Condren planner with the header stickers from Planner Sticker Jubilo on Etsy, as well as several Happy Planner sticker books for decoration. This week's colors are based on a cute pair of pink and navy colored stickers from the This Colorful Life sticker book. This works great with some pink and blue header stickers because there's a bit of variation in colors in the sticker sheet as well. I decided to start with blue on the left because I had already chosen my weekend banner sticker and knew it was going to be navy. I thought I would have a better mix of colors if I put the pink headers to the right to go with that idea. To create a nice transition between the colors, I chose a purple color for the middle of the week. The sticker sheets don't have purple in them, but I think it will work out fine, and I might pull from a few additional pages to add a touch of purple throughout the week to help this decision fit in more. With the placement of my today's stickers decided, I moved on to the to-do and little things section. I'm trying something new with my editing style this week. I decided to film the planning work without making any cuts. So aside from speeding up the video, you should see all of the planning details, minus some decoration stickers that I use in the planner throughout the week. Please comment below to let me know if you like this new change or would prefer a shorter video without some of the repetitive details. While the headers go in place, I want to talk about some other changes that are coming in the next few weeks. Next week, I'm going back to using stamps in my planner. Right now, I'm not sure if I will be throwing in some Happy Planner stickers as well. We'll see when I get there. But I have what I think will be a cool out-of-the-world layout in mind that I hope you will enjoy. Then, for the next 4 full weeks, which are the weeks in July, I'm planning a Christmas in July theme. However, I want to put my own spin on the idea. So, I plan on taking several stamp sets that are traditionally designed to be Christmas or holiday sets and making a non-Christmas themed layout for each week. I love taking stamp sets and getting unexpected uses out of them. I also love Christmas stamp sets, but want to get more use out of them than just for Christmas. I'm excited to see what you guys think of the idea and hope it inspires you to try out new things with your supplies beyond just their intended design. With my headers in place, my next step was to put in a weekend banner. I decided I wasn't a big fan of the ones that come in the color palette for This Colorful Life, so I pulled out a rainbow sticker book and decided to use this cute navy It's the Weekend one from that book. I decided to go without gold foil for this layout, so I think this banner works perfectly. To get the banner to fit in place, I ended up having to fix one of my headers that was a little crooked. Then I centered the banner as best I could. I love the pop of navy that fits next to the pink headers, so I'm glad I decided to plan the header stickers with that in mind. The next step was to put the checklist in place. For this, I ended up pulling from a few pages in the sticker book to get the look that I liked. The 2 pages came with 2 navy heart checklists. Then I found another in one of the other sections, so I decided to place these lists first. As usual, I had to cut them down to get it to fit in the Erin Condren. Then I placed the lists on every other day. I really like that these lists are included in the Happy Planner sticker book and that they match the overall theme pretty well. However, I'm also excited about next week when I hope to start using the checklists and hearts that I ordered from Planner Sticker Jubilo on Etsy with the header stickers. I think this will be a nice change, and the colors are absolutely beautiful and so bright and colorful. I think this difference also makes sense with my decision to go back to using stamps for the time being. The headers have a vinyl sort of texture to them, and the Happy Planner stickers have a very paper-like texture, so adding in an additional texture with the stamp stickers might be a bit much for the spread. But if I use the matching checklist for the headers, I shouldn't have any kind of issue there. But that's just a personal preference. If you have stickers with all different thicknesses and textures, I think you should use what you have. This would be a great place to bring in some purple to match the middle headers for the week. I considered it and looked through my sticker books, but did not find ones I thought would work well. Plus, I really like a lot of the stickers that are in the pink and teal and didn't want to have to branch out too much. I think just an accent or 2 of purple colors looks nice with the more dominant colors. So, for the remaining lists, I found 2 pink square checklists and 2 white lists with dark circles. I think this collection of lists works well together, even if they aren't all from the same set of pages. I think that's an important thing to try to remember with these books. There may be more for you to work with than what you are expecting. For these checklists, I ended up cutting a flag in to help them look a bit more consistent, plus I just like the look better than the square edge. I love how these stickers end up working so nicely with the header colors. While I plan on branching out and trying all different kinds of ways to decorate your planner, these books and the versatility they offer are certainly giving me a lot to work with. I can certainly see using these books again in the future. Adding in the last few checklists starts to give the page a more polished look, but my work is far from over. My next task is to start filling in the tasks for the week. I don't have a lot of known items for the week, especially later in the week, but I want to fill it what I could. As I add in the items, Using the colored circles provided in the sticker book, I also want to focus on keeping my mix of colors in a good place. So you'll see that I try to mix pink and navy stickers as well as throwing in some white border stickers with white center stickers. I even focus some on which icons in the center of the circle, so I avoid having 2 stars or hearts or such next to each other. To start off the week, I went over to my parents' house to help with some last-minute packing. They wanted to do one more walkthrough before handing over the keys and see if there was anything else they needed or anything my sister and I wanted. Next, I got lunch with my husband. Because it was kind of a busy day for both of us, we decided to get some lunch at a food truck by his work. It was pretty tasty, though I wish we could have stuck around longer. Then it was time for me to get back to hanging out with my mom and sister. We decided to help my mom tackle one of her side rooms that won't get a lot of foot traffic for now, but meant we could clear out some boxes. The other things that took time for that day were my son was definitely due for a bath after all the running around, and I needed to give my cat Cookie her meds. Tuesday was a fun day. The morning was pretty uneventful until I met some ex-coworkers for lunch. I've been a stay-at-home mom for 2 years with my son, but every once in a while it's nice to go visit the people I used to work with. It's been nearly a year since I've seen them, so it was nice to catch up with them and see how their lives are going, as well as share how my son is doing and tell them about our little boy that's joining us in less than 2 months. My son even came with us and was such a silly, sweet little guy the whole time. I was a little worried because lunch ran into nap time, but he did great. Then we went to my best friend's house to eat dinner with her husband, and daughter. They made burgers and hot dogs, which were amazing. I made a batch of cookie brownie bars that turned out pretty well, too. It's so nice to visit with them, especially watching how well our son and their daughter get along. They are only a few months apart, so it's really fun watching them play. To finish off the day, I also got some chores done. Because we were busy on Monday, my normal laundry day, I ended up getting to that in dishes on Tuesday, which worked out just fine, but it'll be nice when our schedule gets back to a little more normal and I can get back into routine. Wednesday morning, I was back to helping my parents in the morning. My mom bought a new bed frame that fits her new bedroom, so my sister and I spent most of the morning putting that together. My mom watched the kids and also made us a nice barbecue lunch, so that was a pretty fun and productive morning. Then I took my son home to nap while I filmed this plan with me and took care of some things at home. For the evening, my husband and I decided to get some chores done outside our house, including picking up glasses, getting my ring inspected for its warranty, and picking up some groceries and necessities. It was a productive but tiring day. The only thing scheduled for Thursday is that my son has his library story time. Unfortunately, since recording this, he and I have gotten some pretty unpleasant colds, so he had to miss it. We had our own story time at home, though. He loves books so much and has hit the age where he'll take out books for me to read to him, then put them away when he's done, which is super sweet. And since he's sick, he wanted all the cuddles and stories he could get. Hopefully we both get over this cold so it doesn't interfere with any more plans. Friday will probably involve going over to my parents' house for a bit, but since we don't have any concrete plans, I don't want to pencil it in. I do, however, know that Friday we hit 32 weeks pregnant, so I was sure to include that. I can't believe how close we're getting. Friday, my cat is also due for her meds, so I want to be sure to get that done. I feel like she's doing better, but want to continue them so we hopefully don't have any more issues. Saturday, we are going to a local entertainment center called Scene 75. I went a few times before having my son, but have heard they recently added a toddler-friendly area, so I want to be sure to check it out. My parents, sister, and niece are all planning on going, so it should be a lot of fun. Hopefully me and my son are well over this cold by then. I'm optimistic because I think we got it for my niece and she didn't have it for long. That covers a lot of the known items for the week, so I decided to work on the bottom section of my planner. I chose to go back to my original style of 2 rows of washi that are surrounding the step section. This is where I decided to bring in purple. Sorry this section is off camera right now, I'll correct that in a second. I have several reasons for going back to this style of bottom bar. The first is that I wanted to bring in a touch of purple somehow, and this was a way to do it. My options with purple washi are somewhat limited as it's not a color I'm generally drawn to, so I used what I had. Another reason for this style is that I didn't have any step stickers that I thought would go well with this color scheme, even including the purple. But when you don't have exactly what you need, I like to use what I have. I think it pays off in this instance. It doesn't match the purple exactly, but it's pretty close and adds in just that little something extra it felt like it needed. I repeated the same things on the right side. I think the color really stands out here when you see it next to the purple and pink headers. I love how it ties in the purple and also matches the pink really well. I also like how this style gives me 2 lines to write in my steps. One line is enough room, but I feel like the second line gives me enough space to throw in some decoration if I feel like it needs it, or leave in some white space if that's what the page needs. This week, I think I'm leaning towards white space. It's a week full of not a lot of tasks, but tasks that I have a fairly time consuming. So I can see this week including a lot of white space. The nice thing is that I can change my mind and add in something if I want to later. I love that decorating your planner has a lot of flexibility. You can add as much or as little as you feel like works for you. With the washi tape in place, I added in the word steps to each day as a header. Then, as the week progresses, I can add how many I reach for the day. My original goal was to reach 10,000 each day, but between taking care of my son, helping my family, being pregnant, and the summer heat, that hasn't been as easy as it used to be. So, for now, I've scaled back to 5,000. I think it's a reasonable goal for now, and hopefully I can bring my numbers up again when life is working a little less against me. I really do enjoy the opportunity to walk around our neighborhood, and my son loves watching all the dogs in our neighborhood, as well as the birds, squirrels, and occasional cats or rabbits. He's still in the process of learning words, so it's so cute to see him point out something and be so excited when he knows the word for it to tell us. He still gets the term Ellie, our dog's name, confused with the term dog for any dog, so it's even adorable to see how many Ellies are out and about that day. With the bottom bar done, I moved on to the sidebar. To start out, I picked out this beautiful watercolor-looking full box to set up the sidebar. I specifically wanted something pink because the headers on this side are blue, and I wanted to balance things out. Because I went over the bottom loop in July, I next took my pen and rewrote it in so it looked more finished. Then I took this cute remember sticker and placed it towards the bottom of the full box to give my next week's section a bit of a header. With that in place, I found a circle sticker I liked, also in navy, that says collect moments, not things, in a beautiful scripty font. Then I started looking for something for my next week's section. I decided on a small square box with a navy border labeled plans. This was perfect for setting my next week's section apart. With that in place, I decided to start working on the rest of my sidebar before adding in my plans for the next week. Unfortunately, this is mostly off camera. I added in a cute polka dot pink full box. With so much navy, I decided it was time to bring in pink again. Then I added some more decorative stickers towards the bottom to fill in space. As I look at this, I kind of wish I had put the full box under the plant sticker. It's not a huge issue, but the rounded corners with just plain white paper underneath look a bit awkward. That's something I'll know for future layouts, though. I'm never 100% happy with everything I do for a particular layout, but I've always been happy with the end result. And I'm well aware I'm still figuring out my style and still learning what works and what doesn't. I like pointing out these issues to you, so you have more information as you define or settle into your own style. There are a couple of things coming up next week to add to the next week's section. The first is that my sister and niece are returning home now that the bulk of the move is completed, and what's left is mostly unpacking. My mom is driving them down there, as there are some larger items my sister wants to take with her, so she'll be gone for a week or so before returning home. The other big thing is my husband and I are taking advantage of the long 4th of July weekend to set up my son in his own big kid bed. He is moving into what is now our guest room so that we can use his nursery-style room for the baby in a few months. My son has also recently gotten into climbing on everything, so it's that time anyways. Zooming out to look at the whole layout, you can see that I added a circle sticker to the center of the full box sticker that says Today's Plan. That works great with the decorative sticker I added below that says Seize the Day. With so much going on right now, I've got to take every opportunity I can to make the most out of every day. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed my latest planner episode. If you have any questions or input on my recent or upcoming changes, be sure to comment below. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button, and if you'd like to see more like it, or more from me, be sure to hit subscribe. Check out the description for further details, and I hope to see you again next time.